Good morning. I just want to talk to you a little bit today about feelings. There are two basic kinds of feelings, two major kinds. One is physical feelings, that is caused by the nerves interreaction in your body. And the other is cognitive or emotional feelings. Um, these are feelings that you somehow know, but there's no guideline, there's no uh, true source that we could put a finger on. At least the source is not physical. So everything in your life is going to revolve around your feelings. Everything, either your physical feelings or your cognitive feelings or both. And most of the time, people can kind of limp through uh, using one against the other or using one for the other to help get along. But we draw some strange ideas from it. Cognitive feelings. These feelings are very powerful, and yet nobody can really put a finger on where they come from. And yet you have control of them because you get to choose what you're going to feel about and why. Only you can. Nobody else can do that for you. You can't give them to somebody. You can't make somebody feel what they won't feel. You can't make other people feel anything other than pain, which is a physical feeling. That you can do. But it's just not something that you can affect. At least you don't think you can. However, the reality of life is that if you share your life and your feelings with people who feel as you do, the feelings can be so much more intense and so much more pleasurable. They can be good, but only if you can share them with somebody else who can understand and share them as with you, which is why support groups work. All of a sudden you have people around you that know what you're feeling, that have also felt it, and they can all of a sudden join with you. They can't take it from you, they can't give it to you, but they can join with you, and that in itself will make a difference. Because one of the things that you overlooked when you were coming up with your cognitive feelings is why you were feeling or what you were feeling about. If you're feeling bad because you're not the person you used to be, well, that's understandable. But what are you doing about the person you are? You can be so much better. Your life can still be full of meaning. Your life can still give so much comfort and aid to other people. Yes, you may have physical pain. That's true. Well, we're working on trying to resolve physical pain. We're learning so much more about how the nervous system works and how the body works. The brain is an amazing organ. It can do so much that we have no concept of. But the physical thing, we can begin to work on that. We have through pain relievers and all kinds of different medications. And manipulation. Manipulation is a very key item. If you don't use it, you lose it. Use your body. Try to stretch your hand out. Try to move your arm. You may not be able to, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And you know, the more you try, sooner or later you will. I mean, it may take years, but you will. If you decide that's what you're going to do, that's what you will do. Don't give up. Don't quit. Believe. You say, what do I believe in? Well, you have feelings, don't you? If those don't quit, why would your healing quit? Healing doesn't stop. It's up to you how far it goes and how quickly it's going to go, for that matter. Because you got to give your brain encouragement. You know, I saw this thing that was really amazing. It talked about an ancient Indian ancestor, American Indian ancestor, talking to his grandson, and his grandson said, or he told his grandson, there are two wolves inside of you, one that is good and one that is bad. And the grandson thought about it for a while, and he says, well, which one is, how do I tell? How do I tell who's going to come out on top? And the grandfather tells him, well, the one you feed. That's true in every case. It's true here. The one you feed is what you will get. If you feed good, you will get good. If you feed evil, you will get evil. If you feel bad and constantly remind yourself, I feel bad, well, that's what you're going to get. If you seek to feel good, then pursue those things that feel good. Make them part of your life. Make them a daily exercise. Help them. Feed the good. Don't feed the bad. You know, scientists don't like the idea of feelings because they can't control them. They can't know them. They can't manufacture them. So they don't like them. And therefore, they try to say, well, it's not scientific. Well, if it's part of life, it is scientific. Just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There are a whole lot of things that you can't prove that exist. You have a headache. Nobody else can prove that, but you got one. Does that make it not exist? Like I said, feelings are a unique individual thing. God gave them to us for us to be able to guide our lives. He gave them to us so that we could tell ourselves how we are doing. And then he went a step farther. He designed this world to operate around reinforcing that truth. In other words, when you do bad, no matter what people say, no matter what they want to say, you're going to feel bad. You may not like what you're going to go through, and you may be able to dismiss it, but you will feel the result of what you've done. The world itself was designed to back that up. When bad things happen, more bad things are coming. When good things happen, good things will come too. But you have to look, you have to be willing to understand. And that's what happens. So many times we get tired of trying to understand because we don't have faith. If we have faith, and it's very simple to prove to yourself, you have feelings. All of what I'm telling you is true. You have feelings. And the value of your life is established by those feelings. The question is, where am I getting my feelings from? And too many people think they get it as a result of other people, and that's not true. That we call value. But it's not. Because they give you, or they say you should see things the way they do. If you don't, then you're not going to feel good. The reality is, true worth, which is the joy of what you're feeling, only comes from you. and only you can control it. You can give it to anything you want to, but it's not going to change the way God designed things. God designed things that if you do bad things are going to happen to you. If you do good things will happen. That was the way the design works. There are so many things that we can't even begin to understand, and yet they all work out the same basic principle. I'm talking to you today because I know there are so many that struggle with their feelings, and yet they don't know where to look to get their feelings better. Look to yourself. Look to what you believe in. Look to what you give power to. And then see, is this working for you? If you're feeling bad, it's not working for you. You need to reevaluate what you're putting your faith in. I hope that you will take time to understand that all of this was designed to accomplish one thing: to make good greater. God is good. And everything that you do that makes it greater makes Him greater, makes you greater, makes life itself greater. That's the truth. You can cut it in any way you want to, and you can deny all you want, and it's not going to change a thing. I'm talking to you about a love that He has for you as His children. And just like we love our children and want the best for them, He wants the best for you. But He gave it to you so that you could improve and make things as good as you want them to be. That's up to you. I know we all have challenges. We have different situations throughout life. But how we deal with them, that's what's going to make the difference. Please try to be kind to yourself. Give yourself a break. Give each other a break. Love each other like you love yourself, and things will straighten out. I love you. Have a great day.